Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Inspiration for Today. It's Monday, and I have my good friend Jeff Feld. And actually, Jeff, you're going to be with us a lot this week.
I think so.
I know.
I hope that's okay. Is that okay?
No, I wanted the people to get to know you.
Okay, all
I don't know
right.
about this much. But
Maybe.
No, he's going to be on all week. But we wanted to come on. We preempted the show that we had scheduled for today for this because things are changing so fast, aren't they, on this coronavirus thing. And so even since we filmed the show that played on last Friday, things have changed here in Laguna Woods.
They surely have.
And it's just amazing. So yes, all the clubhouses are now closed. But in the meantime, I had suggested on Friday that you could meet outside at the pools. Well, now all the pools are closed.
Yeah.
So this principle of that is still, I think, valid. I don't know if do you feel that way, that if you meet outside, the fresh air, from everything I've heard?
Everything that the doctors are saying is that it's open air environments are much safer.
Much safer.
Yeah.
And so the idea of somebody's patio, or the patios at the clubhouses are still open. I know that at number 2, there by the golf, it actually overlooks the golf course. And so in a way, right now we're talking to our small groups that meet within the whole Saddleback Laguna Woods. Right now, don't we have, I think you last told me there's like 85 groups?
Yeah, we actually through the campaign we end up over around 95 right now.
95 small groups. Yeah. So I know right now that's the primary way that we as a church are getting together.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just like family. I mean, the small groups, we look at them as being an extension of the church family. So they meet throughout the week, and it's a great way to just be in touch with people that love and support you all the time. Yeah.
Well, for years, we've always said that the church is the people, not the building. And,
exactly.
And wait a minute, how did that go? It was something. It was like that.
That's the
and then there's all the people.
Yeah, I remember that.
So see, it's not.
So you're better at that than I am.
Well, that just came to me.
Okay.
So all you people meeting outside and keeping up sociability, you don't have to touch. You don't have to even breathe the same air. And so we're recommending that. And however, we realize that even that's it's a number of people, and maybe for some of us it's not even comfortable because we're being very cautious, and that's okay. So what are some other ways that small groups could get together? For families, it's a good idea. How are we encouraging our small groups?
Yeah. Well, what we're finding out is that there's tools called video conferencing tools, and sometimes people there's Facebook, there's Skype, there's Zoom, there's a number of things. There's Facebook Live that you can use. You can chat with each other. But we're finding out that that's coming very handy right now, because for families that want to connect, and even in your family that you have people overseas, I mean, you can have great conversations, both video and audio, right there live. And all these services are free or very inexpensive. And so that's where we're encouraging our small groups. And anybody that's got a smartphone can do it. It's not like you have to get other equipment.
So for our small group, Jeff, we set up we made a Zoom group.
That's great.
And you might be saying, what's Zoom? Well, out of your small group, maybe somebody knows how to do it. Because once it's set up, it's extremely easy with just a couple of points. But maybe a grandchild sets it up or something like that. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
But I love getting together. Now, I wanted to mention a couple of other things very quickly, and that is, started yesterday on TV6 at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 p.m., we're showing the Saddleback worship service, and especially Rick Warren's sermon.
That's wonderful.
And so that's on TV6, and that's going to be, we know for sure, everyone, it's going to be on Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. For the next 3 Sundays. Now on Easter Sunday, it will be the Easter message, But these others, the next couple weeks, it's actually going to be the sermon from the week before. But that's okay, because many of us either didn't get to see it, or honestly, we might have forgotten it by a week later.
Or it's good to see it again.
It is. So I feel like I'm ready to watch again.
Exactly.
Rick is never boring. So that's at 5 o'clock Sunday afternoons. I wanted to leave with one last thing. With Psalm 91, folks, I think addresses us so directly. And I encourage you to be reading it often, but let me read it for you right now. I'll tell you what, I'm going to read a couple verses and let you read a couple verses, because I want everyone.
I will get my glasses then.
Okay. Well said.
Yeah.
Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare. That's a funny word, fowler's snare. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but this is the key line. He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He'll cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you'll find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. I love the fact that even as far back as 3,000 years ago, David was writing about how the Lord would save you from the pestilence.
Then in verse 5 it says, you will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you.
Isn't that?
That
Jeff,
is awesome. That is awesome.
I know. Yeah. It mentions plagues too.
Yeah.
This is the closest that my lifetime has had anything like that.
That's a good point. That's a really
I
good
don't. I mean, I know that there have been other things, but nothing that got this kind of reaction.
Right. Yeah. There's been other things that have impacted us, like 9/11 and things like that, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was like the swine flu, the N1H1.
Right.
But for some reason, that didn't make the same waves that this one is making.
Right.
But
right. No,
whatever.
That's a good point. Yeah, for whatever reason, this is,
But I know that a lot of us have these concerns in our life. And not just that, also financially, maybe, because our loved ones might have lost their job. We might have lost, many people lost money in the stock market.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we're all being impacted.
And so on.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
we all are being impacted.
Yeah.
So, folks, what was one of a comforting phrase? It won't happen to you.
Yeah, I mean, 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you.
And so I just ask you to put your faith and trust in the Lord, and then join us on daily show, Inspiration for Today, at 7:30 every weekday morning. Well, here you are watching. That's what we're doing right now. I hope you'll watch every day. We have a great week planned. Jeff, we're going to answer the tough questions for the Christian faith all week. It's a great week.
I would like to sneak something in,
Okay,
though. If you want to find out about a small group and get involved in small
Yes.
groups, please email us or contact us at what we have at the bottom of the screen. We'll get you that information. Sorry about
Excellent.
that. Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge, my God and my shield, in whom I trust. For surely He will save you from the foulest snare, and from the deadly pestilence as well. He will cover over you with His feathers, and there under His wings you